Jeremy M. Goldberg is a member of the Lorain Admiral King High School class of 1998. As a high school student, Jeremy was very involved in all facets of student activities. He was a varsity athlete on the soccer and tennis teams, as well as a member of the freshman basketball program. He had several editorial and opinion pieces published relating to civics and education, foreshadowing his career work. Jeremy hosted a voter registration drive in the cafeteria that included a visit from then Congressman Sherrod Brown. He also fondly remembers his AP English Literature classes with Thomas Hill Cisco, who he credits for deepening his appreciation of English literature and improving his approach to studying and his work ethic. Following high school, Jerry matriculated to the University of Texas in Austin, receiving a BA in 2003 and proceeding to the University of San Francisco for a master's degree in 2012. Following college, Jeremy has served many roles in the public sector, including Deputy Chief of Staff for the City of San Jose in charge of Civic Innovation, Director Innovation and Partnerships, and Director Startup in Residence, State Financial Director, Chief Justice Eric Brown for Ohio, Founder and Executive Director, Global Youth Partnership for Africa, Science, Technology, and Innovation Consultant to the World Bank, and others. His volunteer experiences are also many. Vice Chairman, Board of Managers for Bayview Hunters Point, YMCA of San Francisco, and District 2 Representative to the Parks and Recreation and Open Space Advisory Committee for the City and County of San Francisco. Jeremy has a stack of scholarly articles published in a variety of places. He has received the American Jewish Committee Goldman Fellowship and the Congressman Bill Archer Fellowship, the Aspen Institute Ideas Festival Fellowship, and was recognized as the City and State of New York's #2 on the top 50 list of technology in government leaders. Currently, Jeremy is serving as a Harvard University Innovation Fellow as part of the Bloomberg Center. Jeremy currently works at Microsoft, serving as Worldwide Public Sector Director of Critical Infrastructure. Please welcome Jeremy Goldberg to the Lorain Alumni Association Distinguished Hall of Fame. And if I could, I'd like to direct your attention to the screen up above.
I'm just a kid from Lorain, Ohio, west of Cleveland. This is my birthplace, and it's an honor to be recognized as Lorain School's Distinguished Alumni Hall of Fame inductee for 2022. In the next few minutes, I'm going to share a bit about my journey. And it certainly wasn't done alone. It wasn't without challenges, and it wasn't without questions and fears about whether or not someone like me from a small city could make it in this big world. I'm reminded of the unassuming Black River. The Black River is small. It's only 12 miles long. It starts in the city of Elyria, and it flows north past Sheffield and into the city of Lorain, not too far from where you are holding this ceremony today, and then enters the Great Lake Erie. We're all riding the currents, the flows of life, and mine began here in Lorain. My father, Sherwin, is the son of the late Hyman Goldberg and Frances Brown Goldberg, and the grandson of Philip and Rebecca Goldberg, Jewish immigrants from Poland and Lithuania, who journeyed across the Atlantic to Ellis Island. These were choppy waters coming to America, and especially acclimating to a new life and a new world. The family eventually settled in Lorain, and they established a wonderful life here. Their children went on to set up supermarkets, a law practice, and a synagogue. Today, my ancestors are smiling, a son of Lorain receiving this incredible honor. And like the waters flowing down the Black River, my young life is full of stories that have been currents carrying me to this point. Now, these stories are really experiences, which is all that we have. That's what we carry with us along the way in our life. These experiences for me included so many people from this city and so many places across the US and around the world. I'm not here today without you and not able to share this story without them, because the laughs, the losses, the learning, the challenges, and the victories are not real without them. It's Lorain's educational excellence and people like Mrs. Vargas, my kindergarten teacher at Meister Road. It's Mrs. Krakis, my first grade teacher at Palm Academy. Mrs. Dotson, my fourth grade teacher at Lowell Elementary School. Mr. Ambrosio, my seventh grade teacher at Whittier. And Mr. Sis, my photography club instructor, and Mr. Tom Il Cisco, my AP English teacher in 11th grade. And of course, it's people at Agudith B'nai Israel Synagogue, from Brian Jaffe to Sheila Evanchek to Mr. Erwin Froman, and so many other educators. And at every turn in the river, my family has been the constant, steadfast, the strongest current in the river. It's my mom and dad who went above and beyond, outside their means, raised us in a Jewish home, and instilled honesty, resilience, discipline, and love, which continues to this day. It's my sisters, Allison and Rebecca, who have always been role models for me. Strong, resilient women who continue to succeed professionally and are inspiring at the same time in their dedication as parents. It's my kids, Marco, who is 9 years old, and Gianna, who is 3.5 years old. They energize me to think and question the world in new ways, and of course, demonstrate the beauty of kindness and curiosity. And it's been my wife and partner, Vanessa. She's been there throughout, caring, loving, sacrificing, and encouraging me to think differently about an issue, a topic, or an opportunity to positively help and impact people with humility, with decency, and with compassion, the way she also lives her life. She's been there through every season, the stress, the moves, the political appointments, the wins and the losses, and of course during lockdown in 2020, when I was working for the state of New York during the first wave of the COVID pandemic. Vanessa, thank you. I'm deeply grateful for you. As I think about the next steps of my life, the months, the years, the work, and the issues ahead, we are in challenging times, but I am optimistic. There is so much more out there, more to experience, more work to be done to care for our world. The water still flows in my stories and those of so many others are the tributaries for the next generation of young people graduating from Lorain City schools who will also go on in pursuit to make a difference in their community, their city, and the world. Thank you so much again for this wonderful opportunity and honor, and congratulations to all of today's honorees.
I'm going to ask Mr. George Sis to come forward and accept the award.
A few weeks ago, when Jeremy contacted me via email asking me to accept this award in his honor, I said to him in reply via email as well that I would be honored to accept this. I mean, when I first encountered Jeremy as a student, and I'm including other teachers as well, I'm including Jay Ferguson, Bob Braskich, Paul Bieber, Laura Meyer, Bob Jones, whom we refer to fondly as Jonesy. We knew the first time we encountered him that he was something extraordinary. He was going to do great things in his life. He was vivacious, he was intelligent, he was always on the move. He always wanted to be involved with something that's going to be doing something good for the school at Admiral King. So it was great knowing that, seeing him what he has done. and you can tell by his bio in your brochure that you have before you. So, and I told him via email as well that you deserve this very much. So, in conclusion, Sandy and Sherman, if you are listening out there, know this: you raised a good man. You should be proud of him and what he has accomplished in his life. Thank you.